Hi everybody, it's Kara, and I thought I would do just a really quick art journal share since I haven't done one in a while, and talk about my art journal just a little bit and what I'm finding that I'm doing with mine. In case you haven't seen my other art journal videos, this is my first art journal. I chose to go with a small one because I didn't want to be overwhelmed with really large pages. And I'm having a good time with it. It is a moleskin or a moleskine. I don't know how people are pronouncing that, but anyway, which makes it, you know, it's really more for sketching and not for a lot of wet mediums, but I've gone ahead and done paint and gesso and everything in it just to play around. And I'm not really, this journal is really not one that I'm creating for any particular purpose other than to play with some art supplies, to kind of get to know how things work and the looks that you can get and just play around. I'm not trying to make, you know, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning pieces of work or pictures or any of that. And in fact, the ones that I'm going to show you, I've kind of just slapped things together just because I wanted to play, you know, after a long day at work or whatever. I didn't really want to have to think about anything. So also, I wanted to say that I don't know how everybody else art journals, but what I'm finding is I often start by making a lot of background pages. And in fact, I have several of them right now because I'm getting ready in about a week and a half to go on a kind of little mini vacation for about a week. And I wanted to have some backgrounds done. But aside from that, I also often just do maybe part of a page. And if I'm not feeling it, then I'll leave it alone and move on to something else and come back to it. So, for example, let's see, I don't think I'd ever shown this page because I had never finished it. And what I did on this one is just, you know, a whole lot of playing. I used a little bit of washi tape on it. There's some Tim Holtz tissue wrap in here. This is actually, these little, I don't know what you want to call them, smears or whatever, is actually ink that I had, you know, played around with to see how you could drop it down a page, get those kind of, you know, looks, those drip looks, which obviously is not what I ended up with on this one. And then at the end I added some stamps and a couple sentiments, things like that. But it was really just for fun, just to play. I'll focus a little bit on parts of it so you guys can see it. Woo! Sorry about that. But there's some of it right there. As you can see, it's, you know, not too detailed. A little bit of layering, nothing major. It's mostly just for fun. This kind of pink right here is a new paint that I got. So I just, you know, wiped some out there just to kind of see what it looked like. Which I'm going to have to play around with it a little bit more. There's that. And let's see, some of these I'd already showed. Let's see, where did I leave off? Here's another one that I finished where I was just playing around with the tag. And that's one of the Diane Weavely's Dylusion stamps. And I just had colored up the tag and then didn't really know what to do with it. So I put it on here and decorated the background and then put a little bit of paint on top of it. And I had stumbled across a quote around that same time that I liked. And so I just added that on the other side. And nothing major, but I wanted to keep the tag because, you know, I thought it was kind of cool, and it was the first one I'd made using this particular stamp. This page is a background that I haven't done anything with yet. Basically, if you can see all these strips, that's all layers of masking tape that I layered on one day, and then I just, I think I gessoed over it first, and then I painted again. This is with a different kind of paint I was playing around with. I wanted to see how it would kind of adhere and if it would be as sticky as the cheaper paint that I used way back. Let's see, you'll probably see it still sticks a little bit. Nope, not that one. Way back, same as that does with the tree. This is just like a cheap acrylic paint that I used for making this tree, and I did put it on here a little thick. Well, anyway, as you can see, every time I go to look at it, I'm semi-peeling it apart. It doesn't seem to damage the tree, but it's just, you know, kind of strange. So I've been testing out different kinds of paint to see if the more expensive paints do that. And this is actually Golden's paint. I mixed it, mixed a couple. I just have primary colors. I think I have a red, blue, a green and a yellow, which have very fancy names that I don't remember off the top of my head. And I mixed them in together with some white to kind of create this pinkish purplish color. And I layered that on top of the tape and let it dry, and it never sticks together. So that much I can tell you is better about the more expensive paints. And you can see where when I put this together, let's see, it wasn't completely dry when I closed the book, so it peeled a little bit of the paint off, but I don't mind that. I think it's kind of a cool look, so that doesn't bother me. And then this is a page that I was messing around with. Lots of layering, and I just put an envelope on here for fun. I had one left from another project and didn't really know what I would do with it, so I went ahead and added that on there, and I'll show you some of the grungy edges. That's some tissue paper there, a couple different kinds. There's some of the the dress pattern stuff on the back, and then this is some Seven Gypsies tissue paper. I really like working with the different kinds of tissue paper and tissue wrap because they're not super thick for layering, so that's one thing I do like about those. This is a stamp. Just some fun things like that. And this is one I'm not done with. Again, I layered on the tissue paper. As I said, this particular book was not meant for wet medium, so you can see I do have some wrinkling or buckling, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not done with this one. I'm not sure what it's going to turn into, but I just got it started. And then this was one where I was just playing, not like anything else I've done, but I don't know if you guys did this when you were little, but when I was little and I was bored, I would take a marker and I would just draw it around in some sort of strange and funky design and color it in. And so that's what I did on both sides of the pages. And then when I had it done, I thought it would stand out more if I colored black all the way around it, which I did. And then I had a white pen that I had not tried. This is the Faber-Castell big brush marker, and so that's why the white's all there, just to kind of play around with it. You know, and in various places I wrote words. Again, I was just playing, no real thought to it, just wanted to have a good time. And then I have just a few other backgrounds that I'm working on for other things. So this is going to be almost all covered, so you're just going to see little hints of that. Just so you're aware, you don't have to start and finish a journal page all in one sitting. You can do it, whenever you want. You can go back weeks later and add things. It's your art journal, and you should feel free to have lots and lots of fun with it and do whatever makes you happy. And because we're all obviously so unique and different in what we like to create, that's going to be different for everybody, and it should be. We should have tons of fun doing it. We should not be judging anything we do in an art journal. We should not be comparing them to anyone else's. We should just be enjoying the process. So I hope you guys, if you haven't started art journaling, I hope you start soon. There's tons and tons of wonderfully creative people out there doing YouTube videos and some awesome blogs showing you how they create lots of different very cool things in their art journals. And I know the ones that I watch, I never do exactly what they do, but they are tons of inspiration. So I hope you check those out. And if you have any questions for me and about my art journal or anything I've shown you, leave them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And hopefully you're having a great day wherever you're at. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.